Hello everyone, today we're looking at the Nintendo 2DS. This is the cheaper $80 version. It's a really good price for these, but they are a little cheap. They're meant for kids, really. And this one does have an issue with the SD card slot. So we're going to be taking it apart today and finding out what is going wrong and hopefully fix it. So as they take a little while to start up, but the problem that's going on with this one, write protection is enabled on the SD card. Software on the SD card cannot be displayed. So basically everything on the SD card is not available. So let's turn it off. And the first thing that you would check if you have this problem is open it up, open the SD card slot up and push it to have it come out. And you check if it's locked. See, right now it is not locked. If this little slider was pushed down, it would be locked and it would be understandable to get that message on the DS. We're going to put that aside. So now we don't need to charge it anymore, so we're opening it up. Now we're going to take it apart and we're going to see what we can find and hopefully fix it. Now, close that slot. We're going to want to remove all the screws on the back. Okay, so I got those screws out. That is why I was pulling the plastic very gently when I thought I could open it, because there's always something hidden that you've missed. And if I pulled any harder, I would have snapped the plastic in half, so that's why you always pull very gently. Okay. Side plastic just pops off there. Okay, we want to make sure, really careful not to pull that ribbon right there. So this is the SD card slot right here. And what we're going to want to do is there's something in here that got bent, probably from putting in the SD card backwards or upside down or something, that damaged the little piece of metal that determines whether the SD card is in its write protection or if it's off. So we're going to take a closer look at that. I think I'm going to disconnect this here so that I can take a better look at what's going on without having to worry about ripping that. So now we have this. It looks like inside there is, it's about in this area here. It's really hard to see because it's a little dark, but there is a little curvy piece of metal. It curves up and then it curves down a little bit. I believe that is the read-write protection. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get that part that curves down at the very end, furthest part from you. You're going to want to bend it up a little bit. It is a little little difficult. Ah, you hear it? Yeah, so that's it. It looks like I was able to bend it up a little bit at the end there. Definitely looks different. So I just kind of blindly just found, you can kind of feel around with whatever you use. I use these, used half of these fine tweezers here. And I just found the curved part and I just moved a little bit forward and flicked up the end part. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this all back and we're gonna test it out, and hopefully it is all back to normal. Flip the SD card slot open. Make sure that it is unlocked. Put it in upside down. For some reason, that is the way they decided to make that. Switch it on. Now let's see what happens. Damn. Okay, so what I did to it didn't really do anything. What I did was I didn't even open it up a second time. I just opened this little compartment, which is a very easy way to go. You really don't have to take it apart, but I wanted to make sure everything else was okay inside. So I just went ahead and I got these little tweezers here. Anything that's very thin and long that you can put in there. And I just kind of searched for it. It's all the way on the left side. You'll hear a little flicking sound and you flick it up like that. You just kind of mess with it and try to bend it as much as you can upward, and hopefully that'll work. So yes, this is definitely easier than opening it up, but as I said before, I wanted to check everything else out inside. So let's see, let's plug it in just in case it doesn't have any power. And while it's plugged in, definitely if you have the battery exposed, make sure not to touch the battery while it's plugged in. Okay, so let's put the SD card in upside down. Remember, that's how we get into this problem in the first place, is by putting it in the wrong way. Close it up. And let's see. Hey. Oh, they're not loaded. Oh wait, there you go. There. I got Zelda, so that was specifically on the SD card, Zelda, I know for sure. So it's always the side closest to the touch thing. What is that called? Oh, the stylus. Ah, jeez. The stylus slot. So it's always the side closest to the stylus slot. And there's a little bar. You gotta bend it, and you'll get all your games back. So hooray! I hope this helped. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.